Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by
League Advance.
Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's
League number one.
That's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Texas A&M going quickly. Catch in the middle, it's Bussey. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. This is a design run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Reed. That's caught. It's Coleman. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on To the air, it's Reed. Looking for the score. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Gonna run it. It's Watson. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line.
There he goes. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They're going to ride this running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Might be changing the route. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll run for it. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
On the direct snap, it's Watson. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the run, it's Bussey. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to the left side. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best.
Looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Looking for the first down. Texas A&M lines up on 4th. To throw, it's Reed. Shoots it to the left. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He'll take it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Aggies are flying down the field. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a fourth down decision time coming. Back to pass, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Aggies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Davidson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Crosses the 30. He's got out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium, but sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB, and so many things to look at.
He might want another play. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Stevens. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. A first down for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Oh, better look out. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Bussey. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Texas A&M going quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Quarterback alone in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Reed. Buying some time. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. They're testing the right side here. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Caught in the backfield, it's Bussey. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be He stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Aggies. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making checks. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Release to the back. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate and make it easier on your target.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this 2nd half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
On the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Give to the running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He leaves it with his back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American Fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. They're trailing by just 4 to Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Aggies are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's got him. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running behind that left side. He breaks a tackle. Past the first down marker and still running. Flying down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
Get off my dick.
This offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
To attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davidson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to make magic with his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And nice job by this defense. I like it. Being alert, like understanding. We've already seen the QB run. Like, we're not surprised by this. Drop back, play the pass, have a plan when he takes off and when he scrambles to go get that sucker on the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Stevens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Hard running there. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. tempo. Here's a heat. Now improvising. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. And let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free. Like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. The number one job for the return team, get good field position. But it's much better if you just score, which he did from 90 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Davidson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He wants to change this route. Going right to work up top. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Finds his man. It's Watson. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers. Hit him a few times. Make him feel uncomfortable.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A run for the quarterback. Runs through a tackle. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The offense changing the play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. It couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud. They're up 14 over Troy. Just enough.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Get off my dick.
Push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Clemson jumps to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. Lining up to convert 3rd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got his man on the right. And he's still running after the move. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Fleming. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it under 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down.
Gonna take a shot. It's him in stride inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for two. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. There he goes. At the 30, the 20, the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies. They've got the lead and trying to put this one